buckle up, because we're taking a ride straight into the future of CX. Here's the gist. Your grandma survey program, it isn't cutting it anymore. At Experience 25, the Medallia C-suite didn't just tell us where they're headed, but what we need to do to step up and ride along. Are you listening to your customers? Like, really listening? Beyond what you're asking them. Because they are talking. CEO Mark Bischoff lays it out with precision.
Customers go to your website, they go to apps, they go to locations, they go to contact centers. And the structured data represents about 10%, basically surveys, represents 10% of the data that's out there. We've established a metric, NPS. But at the end of the day, if it goes up or it goes down, nobody knows why. You need the unstructured data in order to get there. Calls, chats, rating and reviews, social, that's where the meat is. That's where the crown jewels are. So we listen everywhere. We analyze using the best AI technology out there, and then we act. We automate. We solve problems. We close the loop.
It's time to catch up to your customers. They're telling you exactly where to focus. They're telling you what you should change. They're just not saying it in a survey. And I'll tell you what they're not going to do. They're not going to magically tell you their most inner thoughts because you followed up with an AI-created question. No, the surveys you have are doing their job. But what you are missing out on is the real customer goods that can only be gained by piping in the unstructured data. Because in the hands of the right platform, that data leads to intelligent actions. And the best CX is all about action. If you're not improving, you're just running in place. Whether it's saving money, making money, or reducing risk, you have to take steps forward. And Chief Strategy Officer Sid Banerjee paints that picture perfectly.
So we're getting to a point now where CX can't just be tracked by traditional techniques. We need to expand the aperture even further. We have to be able to use everything that comes into these CX systems and actually make recommendations and even help you take action. So we can't be just an insights platform. We have to be an actioning platform.
All that AI fun you're hearing about everywhere, it needs that broader aperture. The only way you get prescriptive insights is with the deepest knowledge. So now's the time to figure out what signals can feed your experience platform. Build out your data so that you have something real to create the insights off of. And then you can kick things into high gear, just like your nervous system. One of the most compelling things we heard at Experience was around the nervous system. And no, this was not a 10-minute yoga break. This was Chief Product Officer Fabrice Martin explaining how Medallia can be the nervous system of experience. Watch this.
What we are building here is the nervous system of experience. Medallia continuously gathers feedback from all channels, and just like the human body, it perceives and responds to the signals. And the brain processes that information intelligently, it identifies patterns, it predicts outcomes, and decides on the best course of action. The nerves will trigger action in those muscles, and the muscles can be people in your front lines or can be systems as well. The goal ultimately is to drive seamless execution and impact when it comes to customer experience. From data to insights to action, those actions generate more data, better insights, better actions, and it's this constant loop.
Change isn't easy, but it's important. Experience management can end up being more like reading the newspaper, just seeing what's being reported. But the next wave of CX is all about action. So rally your teams, feed your systems, and bring confidence to every decision you make. If any of this sparks some excitement for you, you'll want to watch the rest of the keynote from Experience 25, which we'll link in the show notes. Till next time.